Let me tell you a secret about first dates, a fundamental truth of human interaction that no one ever teaches you. That casual coffee, that friendly dinner. It's not a conversation. It's a biological job interview, conducted in a sterile laboratory disguised as a cozy cafe, and you are the sole candidate. She isn't listening to what you say nearly as much as she's observing how you say it. She's running a series of hidden tests, sophisticated diagnostics designed by millions of years of evolutionary pressure, to verify if you are who you appear to be. Every question is a probe. Every playful jab is a stress test. Every moment of silence is a calibration. Each is a data point, logged and cross-referenced in real time by the most powerful supercomputer on the planet, a woman's intuition. She's not trying to be difficult or malicious. Her ancient, primal instincts are the ones conducting this interview. And they are trying to answer one, and only one, question: are you a high-value man with genuine strength, or are you just another pretender wearing a well-rehearsed mask? Welcome to the real game. This isn't just a game. It's the oldest game in human history. And for most men, it's a game they lose before they even understand the rules. So why do so many good, well-intentioned men walk away from dates feeling utterly confused, replaying the conversation in their heads and wondering what went so wrong? The answer is simple. You're playing by the wrong rules because you don't even know what game is being played. Men operate on a specific communication frequency. We use report talk. It's direct, it's logical, it's designed to exchange information and solve problems. When a man says, "I work in finance," he is reporting a fact. But a woman operates on a completely different bandwidth. She masters rapport talk. Her communication is layered, a rich tapestry of subtext and emotion. The literal words are just the surface, the noise. The real information, the signal, is in the tone of your voice, the look in your eyes, the confidence of your posture, the entire emotional subcommunication happening beneath the surface. She hears "I work in finance" and her instincts are asking, does he say that with passion? With arrogance? With shame? Does it light him up, or is it just a cage? You think you're playing checkers, making simple, direct moves to reach the other side. She's playing grandmaster level chess, thinking 3 moves ahead, evaluating not just your moves, but your entire strategy. Do you have one? Do you panic under pressure? Do you play with a sense of purpose? Your most critical failure isn't in giving the wrong answer. It's in not realizing you're being tested on a level you can't even perceive. You're trying to win a logical debate while she's conducting a deep psychological assessment. Before you dismiss this as some modern, cynical dating tactic born from social media, you must understand the brutal biological reality that underpins it all. For hundreds of thousands of years, a woman's choice of a mate was the single most important, and dangerous, decision she would ever make. It was a life-or-death gamble. A miscalculation didn't just lead to a bad relationship, it led to extinction. Choosing a weak, unreliable, or emotionally unstable partner in the ancestral environment could mean starvation, predation, or death for her and her children. There were no police, no social safety nets, no second chances. The genetic and physical investment of a 9-month pregnancy, the dangers of childbirth, the years of raising a vulnerable child, this immense biological cost meant that the stakes were astronomically high. Because of this, the female brain evolved into the most sophisticated human filtering machine in existence. Let's call it the hypergamous filter. Its primary function in courtship is to separate the man who talk a good game from the man who can actually deliver. It's a ruthless software designed to detect authentic signals of genetic fitness and survival value. Is he truly confident, or is it just hollow arrogance? Can he actually protect, or is it all empty bravado? Can he lead under pressure, or will he crumble at the first sign of chaos? These tests aren't a conscious, malicious strategy. They are instinctual software, running silently and automatically in the background, hardwired by evolution. The software isn't searching for a nice guy. Niceness is a poor survival trait. It's searching for a partner capable of surviving and thriving. It's not personal, it's primal. So, how do you spot these tests? How do you learn to see the matrix? Let's break down the 3 most common, most primal tests you'll face on almost any first date. First, and most frequent, is the congruence test. The purpose is brutally simple: to verify if your outward confidence matches your inner reality. Are you genuinely that cool, funny, and self-assured man you're projecting, or is it just a fragile, carefully constructed mask? To find out, she'll poke you. She'll throw a small challenge, a playful tease, or a statement of disagreement your way to see if you flinch. If the mask cracks, she might say, "I bet you use that line on all the girls," after you give her a compliment. Or, "That shirt is interesting. Where did you get it?" A man with a fragile ego, an incongruent man, will immediately become defensive. His fight-or-flight response kicks in. He'll rush to explain himself, to justify his choices, to seek her approval. He'll say, "No, really? I only said that to you." Or he'll stammer an excuse about the shirt. His frame shatters instantly. He has failed because he revealed that his confidence is external, dependent entirely on her validation. The high-value, congruent man does the opposite. He embodies a sense of amused mastery. He doesn't defend, he agrees and amplifies with humor, treating her test not as a threat, but as an invitation to play. To "I bet you say that to all the girls," he might lean in with a smirk and say, "Of course. But it only works on the ones with great taste, so it looks like we're off to a good start." He doesn't need her to believe him. His self-worth is internal. He passes by proving his confidence is real, and he finds her attempt to test him charming. Next up is the investment test. This is rarely about money. It's about your most valuable non-renewable resources, your time, your energy, and your attention. She needs to know if you are a man of high value with his own purpose, mission, and boundaries, or if you're a nice guy who will drop everything for a crumb of her attention. She's gauging your self-perceived value. The test can be subtle. She might ask you to hold her purse. She might change the plans at the last minute, asking to meet 30 minutes later. Or she might ask you to drive further out of your way. The failing response is immediate, unconditional, eager compliance. The man who jumps at every request signals that his time is not valuable and that he has no mission more important than winning her over. He becomes a resource to be used, not a partner to be desired. He's predictable, and therefore, unexciting. Passing this test is a delicate balancing act. You don't pass by being a jerk or refusing everything. You pass by demonstrating you are willing, but not a walkover. You show that you value your own comfort and boundaries as much as you value hers. If she asks you to hold her purse, you can take it with a playful smile and say, "My services aren't cheap." This will cost you one interesting story about yourself. You comply, but on your own terms, turning a test of compliance into a moment of playful connection and reframing the dynamic from subservient to equal. You signal that your investment must be earned, just like hers. Finally, the most advanced and crucial test of all, the pressure test. A woman's primal brain, her limbic system, is hardwired to seek a man who is an emotional rock, a man who remains calm, centered, and decisive in the face of chaos. Her nervous system is subconsciously asking, does this man's presence increase or decrease my cortisol levels? To test this, she will introduce a controlled element of pressure. She might bring up her ex-boyfriend. She might mention another guy who is currently interested in her. Or she might test you with external chaos. The waiter is rude, the order is wrong. How do you react? The man who fails this test immediately shows his insecurity. He gets jealous, asks probing questions, becomes visibly irritated, or complains to the manager. He has shown her that he is emotionally reactive and weak, a source of stress, not safety. To pass the pressure test, you must remain completely unbothered. It is a warm, confident indifference. When she mentions her ex, you don't engage. You might give a slight nod and say, "That's nice," before seamlessly changing the subject back to the two of you. Your indifference loudly communicates, "I am not threatened. I am the prize." When the waiter is rude, you handle it calmly and effectively, without losing your cool. By remaining the calm center of gravity, you prove you are a leader, not an emotional follower. You become a sanctuary in a world of chaos. So what is the ultimate takeaway? The biggest mistake you can make now is to walk away thinking you need to memorize a list of correct answers. This isn't about learning lines, it's about a fundamental upgrade to your entire mindset. Stop seeing the date as a performance where you must win her approval. That frame makes you weak and places her in the position of judge. Instead, you must operate from the frame that your time is valuable, your personality is solid, and you are there to determine if she is a good fit for your life. The goal isn't to pass her tests, the goal is to become the man who doesn't even see them as tests. To him, they are simply opportunities to be playful, to demonstrate his boundaries, to show his emotional strength, and to see how she responds. You don't just pass the test, you become the test. You start asking your own questions, subconsciously. Is she respectful? Is she positive? Does she have her own mission? The dynamic shifts entirely from "I hope she likes me," to "let's see if we like each other." This is the essence of outcome independence, and it is magnetic. Here's the bottom line. This is the line in the sand. You have a choice. On one side are the man who will continue to walk into dates blind, reacting to everything on the surface, perpetually confused, frustrated, and at the mercy of dynamics they don't understand. On the other side are the men who see the matrix. The men who walk into any interaction with clarity, confidence, and control because they understand the game beneath the game. This knowledge is your advantage. It's the difference between being a passive passenger in your dating life and being the conscious, deliberate pilot. It is the path to self-mastery. The choice, as always, is yours. If you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with a man who needs to hear this. Every video you miss is an advantage you're giving away. Don't miss the secrets that will help you master the game. What's the most common test you've faced?